Good morning, everyone. This is Jen. I have a journal that I finally finished. This is a custom order that's already been sold. She wanted Victorian children on it, so that was a little bit of a different one for me. But anyway, I have fabric on the front cover and a picture of a pretty girl with some book pages and music paper and different kinds of trims and stuff like that. And it continues on to the back side. It's really, really full as usual. And I have the some cotton fabric that I have put an eyelet on the front and the back, and that's how I tied it shut. So, the first page, we have some fabric here that creates a pocket. It's got some crochet stuff on it, and there are a couple of tags in the pocket. This is a napkin decoupage, and this is a picture. It says, "Find someone who knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you have forgotten the words." And there's a heart there that I sewed on some fabric, and those stick in the pocket. And then we have this page with a little girl on it, and I did embossing on this with a brass tone, so it feels kind of neat. We've got fabric and lots of layers of paper and handkerchiefs. Here's a little tiny booklet. You open it up and it says, "There is a garden in every childhood, an enchanted place where colors are brighter, the air softer, and the morning more fragrant than ever again." And of course, here is our friend Bunny. Yay, Bunny, yay, Bunny. Okay, that's enough of that. And this goes into this little pocket. This page, I have some really pretty trims and laces and a handkerchief. There's a rusted safety pin with a heart, and then underneath the handkerchief there is a tile that I made of two little girls having tea on some more really pretty fabric that I think it was like a wedding dress or something. It's got sequins and pearls and all that fancy stuff on it. And then we have this page with some pretty birds on a blue background. Here's a picture of a little girl getting her shoes on. And inside here is a tiny envelope. It's got some buttons on some what do you call that? Seam binding. And there's a little tiny note inside here, held closed with a little tiny heart. And it says, "Precious jewel, you glow, you shine, reflecting all the good things in this world." And that was by Maya Angelou. And you fold all that back up and tuck it under the little heart. And it goes back in this little envelope, which tucks back in this little envelope. And then I have this little paper clip on here just to keep it in place. And then we have some flowers down there at the bottom. And this is a napkin decoupage of a little girl on this page. And here is a doily that makes a pocket with some music paper behind it. And in the pocket is a little handmade envelope. And there's a little booklet inside here with a girl with a kitten. And it says something, I believe, if I can get it open. Here we go. "Let me play in the sunshine, let me dance in the rain, let me sing for joy and remember the days of my childhood forever." So that goes back inside this envelope, and it sticks behind this little tuck spot. And then we have, let's see, this page has a little girl with a bunny, which is such a cute picture. And here's another little girl, and there is a doily pocket that has an envelope inside. And in here is some paper. It says she wanted to play among the stars, so she grew wings on her heart and took flight. And this just goes back inside this envelope and back inside the doily tuck spot. And on this page with the little girl with the bunny, we have a tuck spot behind her with a big tag. It says, "Be as true-hearted as you are beautiful, and we shall have nothing left to wish for." And then on the back, there's also a little booklet that's tucked inside here. There's another tuck spot on the back. And that goes behind the little girl's picture. And the next page, there's a little girl on a page. It's got some really pretty trim on the edge. And here is a belly band on this page with a couple of old buttons at the top and the bottom to hold it in place, with another envelope. And this one says, "I'm seeking, I'm striving, I'm in it with all my heart." Van Gogh said that. "Wishing you all you are wishing for." And there's some bingo cards on the inside of that. And that goes back into this pocket, and it tucks into the belly band. And this page has a picture of a little girl by a doll carriage, and this page is just covered with a really beautiful, some kind of fancy lace with lots of pearls and beads added to it. And here is a large tag. It says, "What one loves in childhood stays in one's heart forever." And these are little tiny pieces of a puzzle that were covered with glossy accents. I actually got those from Michelle Mulligan, and they're so cute. I love them. I'm going to make some of those myself. So thank you for that, Michelle. And here is another page with just a denim heart on some cotton fabric and some embroidered trim on the edge. And here's a picture of a little boy. I just thought he was darling. Actually, Mr. Paris is the one that told me I never have any little boys in my book, and he was disturbed by that. So, Mr. Paris, I put some boys in here for you. So, and on this page, it's also a tuck spot, and inside the tuck is this little booklet, and we've got pictures and little tuck spots, little tags with sayings on the back, quotes on the back of them. Here's a picture of some stamped bottles and a little girl. There's some more little girls, Victorian girls. There's a little Victorian bunny rabbit. It says, "Thinking of earlier days." And behind Mr. Bunny, I put my bunny because I didn't want him to feel left out. And it says, "Always make wishes." And this says, "Get the genuine, original and genuine." Okay, and then that sticks back here behind Mr. Bunny. Or I guess I should say Mr. Rabbit. And then we have some more embroidery on this page. And here's another tuck spot with something inside and a little bluebird on the back. And here's a bluebird. I got these bird cutouts from Cindy McDermott. It says, "The bluebird carries the sky on her back." And that goes in this little tuck spot. So you get a book within a book. And here is a picture of a mother and a child going for a walk. Lots of trims and laces. And this is a big tag, and it says, "A mother writes on the heart of her child what the world's rough hand cannot erase." So I think it's very important to give your kids a healthy dose of self-esteem. So when the world knocks them down, they can get back up and say, "Hey, my mom says I'm important." And this is another pocket. Over here on the side, I have this little tiny pouch. And inside of this, there is a little, of course, extra book. I always seem to put so much stuff in my books. I just can't seem to stop. Okay, this says read a book. There's a little, some music paper behind that. Here's a little pocket with some little tiny tags inside. There's a picture of a lady on this page. Some music paper and some pretty flowers and a star on this page. And here is, says, in brightest Africa. And here's a little tiny envelope made out of some origami paper that I got from Jean somebody. I forgot the last name. It's cool to work with. It's very easy to do. And inside here's a little picture of a vase with a lady's hand, and on the back is just some writing. Oops, I dropped it. I'll have to fetch that later. And it goes inside this little tiny envelope, which then goes back in the tuck spot behind this. And then we have some pretty flowers, a picture of a little dog. On some fabric, there's a picture of a little bird and a kitten. And then behind the kitten is a tuck spot, and it says, always follow your heart, it knows the way. And there's a heart on there, and that all tucks back inside this little tuck spot, and then the whole thing fits back into this little pouch that hangs over on the edge because I didn't want it to make the book any fatter than it already was. So, and then on this page we have a big tag says, always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. And on the back there's a picture of a little boy with some fairy wings, and it's got a quote about fairies written all around the edge on him. And here is a little girl with some fairy wings, and it says, I dream of stars that glitter. She also has a lot of layers of music paper and book pages, and there's a little tiny tuck down here. It says, stars got tangled in her hair whenever she played in the sky. And that goes down on the bottom here. If you can see that little pocket, it sticks right in here. The front of the pocket is made with baking paper, and so it's got a little bit of that rattly sound. And this page is another book, another page with a beautiful girl. There is an envelope made out of pattern, paper. There are also things behind here. I'm not going to take everything out and show you, but and here is another, it's getting heavy. Here's another little envelope, like a coin envelope, and inside there's a little girl, and it says, life was meant to be loved, curiosity must be kept alive, one must never turn her back on life. That was Eleanor Roosevelt. And Bunny is also present once again. Bunny got some extra time on this book. And inside this little tuck spot, it says, never let anyone dull your sparkle. And there's a picture of a little boy, and this is a handkerchief down here, and then I just have it pinned with a safety pin, and the tuck spot is right in between the handkerchief like that. And this page also is a big pocket on this side with some crochet and embroidered stuff, and there's a picture of a little girl with some wings, and the back side has a little book down in the bottom pocket. I don't really remember what it says, but I'm not going to take it all apart right now. This says, fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. And there's a big star on that tag. And that slips down here in the pocket. And then we have a little girl on this side with a tile that I made with glossy accents and some various trims and napkin decoupage. And here's a little picture of a little guy. It says all her dreams would come true. And inside this, it'd be a lot easier to show this if I didn't have everything tucked away in little pockets. It says within my heart, and then inside it says something. I've been looking for you ever since I heard my first fairy tale. So that goes in here, and then it's stuck inside this little heart. And then there's a picture of a little boy and girl here on the side. And that tucks behind that little girl. And then we have, hold on a minute. Oh, there's another picture of a little girl, so cute. And then the last page is a big pocket, and it's got a pocket here, and then it's got a pocket on the side, and in the side it's got 2 envelopes, and then this is a little tag about fairies, and there's a little picture of, I don't know what those are. They look like a lily of the valley on the back. And then, so that's got a picture of a pretty girl above it. And then on this side, there is a tag inside here with this little girl, and it says, within your heart, keep one still secret spot where dreams may go. So that goes in here, and then she's got a doily around her, and it's really hard to show. And then there's the back of the book. So as you can see, it's extremely full and full of fun and full of tuck spots and full of secret places. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry the video wasn't a little bit more professionally done, but you get what you pay for. Okay, you guys have a great day. I hope you're all enjoying your new year, and I hope you have great health and happiness. Talk to you later. Bye.